For those who come back to see rebuild number 5, thank you for coming back. For those who are just visiting, please enjoy what I'm doing, and so thank you. Have a look at putting them in here, but the thing is that is pretty ordinary in its colour and whatever, so alright. Unknowing to me, I had an issue with the memory capacity of the camera and we ran out of filming time, so yeah, we've installed it and that's the seat setup as you see it. So a lot of work for a smaller bit, but does make a difference. And I got the foot pedal in over there on the left as well. So cockpit back to better. And I also did a bit of wear marking, and I still haven't got my decals. I'm going to give a bit on one of the wings just to see how it goes. See, we get some sort of blending in this time. Otherwise I'll do the top, because the top's flat enamel. This is flat too, but it hasn't stuck to anything or made it look any better really. So we'll see. Now this has not been sprayed with anything, no lacquers, nothing, so it's straight up, basically, straight up enamel paint, even though it's flat. I really doubt it. Not saying that there's anything wrong with them, but they just don't stick to enamel, seeing everybody it's properly designed for acrylics. Well, we've had some kind of luck, I don't know. But something actually stuck, so that's a new and a good thing. So it's dirtied it up. It stopped it being that really, really nice sky blue sort of colour, and it's stacked and shows some of the rivets, some of the panel lines, even though I think they're raised panel lines, but it's dirtied it down. So I'll take that as a win and a change. So yep, strike one. I don't know about doing the top though. Alright, said Fred. Okay, we're going to have a go at the brown across the top, so it's probably a darkish brown. I can't wait for the decals to show up. They're got to be close, but tracking them down is the hardest part. If I can get that done, I can give them a spray, I can put the decals on, and then I can give it the final coat. So keeps me on doing something, which is better than sitting around just looking at it. Alright, let's have a crack at that. Give it a coat of this and we'll take it off in the morning. Oh, we don't want any... Comes down to the owners. That's the only reason why. Don't give them the care and attention they deserve. It sits at home and does nothing. It's bored. Oh, look at that. I have to get that off. We've already done this side, people. Good. That side doesn't look too bad, actually. Alright, that's for tomorrow. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's done. Wash those up, put this away, and wipe down the countertop because you've made a mess. Right, Ted Fred, we've got one nicely brown wet aircraft, which we will work on later once that's dried. That's going to be a lot of rubbing to get that off. Okay, let's have a go at removing some of this stuff and see how we went. That's just hitting it with a dry one totally. And I think we need a little bit of moisture. Worn. I've got to do the propeller hub in a second, and that's about it, and the two things, so should be fairly good. There's no rivets and no panel lines on that, but I did it anyway, just to give it some colour. Doesn't look like it's in a dirty, dusty area of operation. I'm going to take her out in the sunshine and have a look, give it a real sort of view. It certainly looks more worn than it did before. It looks a bit grotty. Let's have a look. Well, yes, I think I'll give that a gloss coat to lock that in. Okay, we'll give that a gloss coat to lock that all in. Then I get the decals, that'll put that on. Then hit it with a matte coat. Once that's done, aerials, fuel tank back on. I've got that one worked out. So that one's almost done. Famous last words. All the decals have arrived, so it's time to do a mask up. And I'm going to put that on before I can put the Tiger, because it overlays that. And I've also, which is, well, he's not the right way, but you know, like that. And I'm going to put, oh come on, I'm going to put one of those on there. I wonder if there's a smaller one in the set. No, they don't come smaller. Alright. Or do they? No. Oh, so that's the smallest one. So I've got to put that somewhere there. That goes over that, so I don't think, no, we never had one there. If I've got that there, then the round would have been there, and that hasn't, so never had one there. Number, Flying Tiger, and that's that, so they can go back. That cuts down the amount of stuff I've got to do. Just put another piece of masking paper on there and mix up some blue, stick it in the spray booth, and I'll show you the result. The worst part is I've only got one blue, I think, and I've got to mix that one down with some white heavily. Okay, done. Well, that didn't take long. Let's have a look. One blue V, one blue V. Very good. And they're about the same spot, so that's even better. Okay, now I can get a Tiger on that. That's good. There, that'll look great. Now, weather those down, weather that down afterwards, I think. I got the two of them on because he's going to look a bit thin, so I'll see what we can do after that. Water. Well, give me, I need some water. Right, let's have a shot at the Tiger. You can't shoot tigers anymore, I don't think. We're going to have a shot at one. Broke that. Very good. There he is. The flying tiger flies again. It's terrific. Excellent. Now a couple to go in underneath. Should be okay. We'll start buttoning this puppy up. Alright, we've done a bit of oiling through here, nothing serious, nothing major. So what we're going to do now is stick this beggar back on, and then I'll cut some pieces to stabilise what it is. Right, that's squared on. That's good. Now, I was going to use some plastics, but I thought twice about that. And then I thought, what are you doing? You're supposed to be gluing in there. Yeah. One under there. One under there. Stay still, steady and strong, if you don't mind. Right, what I figure is just use those, because that's basically what they are. Or I can use one a little thicker, but I think that thickness would be overkill. And that would look just about right. It's just a bit of wire to hold on to it. Now I'm going to work out what length I'm going to have. We'll go with that. And just this side that doesn't want to play the game. Don't like being on this side, or what? Yeah. Gets that in a little closer and tighter. We'll give him a dollop and call it 1. Cool all this black stuff grease, and it will be painted black anyway, so you won't notice it. Tops. Spray coat. Tomorrow, aerials. That, I want that. Aerial rigging for tomorrow. Let's go and spray it. Right, matte coat's on, all good, all finished. Looking good. We just have to put the aerial on, but we've got to take this thing off first so that I can make sure I've got the aerial in the right spots. Now, according to research, this one had 3 aerials, because you don't see an aerial line here. I ran from wingtip to tail, and one down to there. So I'm going to have some fun putting some stuff here. There's a little plate. There he is. Just in border there. Carefully you pick it up now. Alright, let's do the video. we'll do the first bit from around the rear. Gun sights set, numbers on, helicopters above. We'll do a helicopter view. We'll pop one in close up for the, and we'll do a close up from the front, around that fuel tank connected up. Walk around. And we have our flying tiger, which was what we were missing.